Trump would have been impeached if Chinese spy balloon happened on his watch, says Sun. Donald Trump would have been impeached for a third time if a Chinese spy balloon had hovered over U.S. airspace for several days while he was in office, the former president's eldest son has claimed. Donald Trump Jr. was reacting to Biden's delay in shooting down the suspected Chinese spy balloon, which crossed into the U.S. on January 28 and was shot down by a U.S. fighter jet 7 days later. The Pentagon said it had to wait until the balloon was over open water until it attempted to take it down over fears of falling debris landing on civilian areas. But Republicans viewed the delay in shooting down the balloon as a failure on Biden's part. Trump Jr., who was one of those advocating for civilians to try and shoot down the balloon themselves, said that his father would have taken far more heat if the Chinese surveillance craft was so openly flying in U.S. airspace for days while he was in charge. Trump would have been impeached a third time if foreign spycraft was parked over the U.S. for 4 days, and whistleblowers in the IC and DOD would have made sure of it. Complete and total BS, Trump Jr. blasted on Twitter. The timing of his tweet comes as military and defense officials said balloons similar to the one that was shot down over the weekend did fly over the U.S. at least 3 times while Trump was president. PRC, People's Republic of China. Government surveillance balloons transited the continental United States briefly at least 3 times during the prior administration and once that we know of at the beginning of this administration, but never for this duration of time, a senior defense official told reporters. We spoke directly with Chinese officials through multiple channels, but rather than address their intrusion into our airspace, the PRC put out an explanation that lacked any credibility. Trump has denied the claim that Chinese spy balloons entered U.S. airspace during his time as president. China had too much respect for Trump for this to have happened, and it never did. Just fake disinformation, the former president wrote on Truth Social. China has repeatedly insisted that the balloon shot down on February 4 was a Chinese civil unmanned airship that blew into U.S. airspace by mistake, calling it an accidental incident caused by force majeure. Beijing has accused the U.S. of indiscriminate use of force in shooting down the suspected Chinese spy balloon, saying it seriously impacted and damaged both sides' efforts and progress in stabilizing Sino-U.S. relations. Vice Foreign Minister Xie Feng said he lodged a formal complaint with the U.S. Embassy on Sunday over the U.S. attack on a Chinese civilian unmanned airship by military force.